Yo, yo, yo. Welcome back to the channel. The boy, Blind OG 83. Diving back into some Madden with the second game of the regular season for the Rams. So, we're back into franchise.
Face of the franchise. Franchise pop-up menu. You have 3 options. Continue playing is selected.
You watched the last video.
Entering
this season,
franchise hub screen.
I'm
Things to
currently
do.
1-0. So 1 win and 0 losses. So we'll see if we can keep this streak alive.
View message. X Factor HB is selected. Play season game is selected. Things to do. You have 4. Play full game. Entering team select screen. The Los Angeles Rams, the home team, are selected. Ready.
Alright. So pretty much the same strategy. Play good defense and win, get the ball on
Championship
offense.
Game rematch. Hey, it's the coach. You're watching week 2 of the NFL
Put
on
points on the
EA
board.
Sports. Last
Now,
January,
last
it was the
game,
Rams who prevailed in
I
the
let
Superdome. Now the Saints get their chance for revenge as they travel out
the
to LA, the city of
have some
Angels.
pretty
On stats
big
and scores around the
yard
league at
gains,
halftime.
even though we
But first,
came out
let's send
with
it
the
out to
win.
Brandon Godden and Charles
try to
Davis.
Coach, thank you much.
limit
EA
that
Sports coverage of the
game.
NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints.
All right.
Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And last weekend, they pulled one out in a very low-scoring affair. It was all about their defense.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Gotta get this W. That'd be good. And then maybe we could make it to the playoffs and the Super Bowl. We'll see. Alright, so I'm kicking off. Like I always
Two teams here fresh
to,
off week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Drew Brees getting ready to lead out the Saints. Last year, of course, another big one for number 9. Set the all-time passing yards mark, moving past Peyton Manning, finished second in the MVP balloting, and led the Saints to within a whisker of their first Super Bowl berth since 2010.
But we'll see what we can do. Maybe we can get an interception. That'd be good. But we'll see how it goes.
Hey, ready, 5-9.
Because Drew Brees don't really throw interceptions too much. So, and we all about
this
the
is
defense
Alvin
again this
Kamara,
game
made
too.
the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. 5 yards on the game's
right.
first play, second down.
They got a good running game too.
And a look now at the offense for New Orleans.
The steal of the 2017 NFL Draft had to be running back Alvin Kamara out of Tennessee, who ended up being that year's NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. Split time with Mark Ingram his first 2 years in the league. With Mark Ingram now in Baltimore, it's his show.
Right, so
and through his first 2 years,
5
almost
on that
equal
first
yardage,
play.
rushing and receiving. Expect his rushing numbers to take a big leap in 2019.
Here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Jared Cook is a guy who's been around the NFL. He's been with the Titans, the Rams, the Packers, and the last 2 years in Oakland. Now he makes a move to the Big Easy, where he pairs with Drew Brees and forms a nice little threat.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Right,
on the defensive side of the ball, the starters for Los Angeles. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Breeze looking sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, they can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
Clearly, every time the Saints put together a game plan, they plan to get Michael Thomas involved early and often. 125 catches in 2018, the most in the NFL. Not bad for a kid in Pop Warner football that only played the minimum number of plays every game.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. The opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
It does especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
I'll be doing good.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Damn, at the 41, that's good.
Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yep.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
A couple of runs. Really gets warmed up.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. Now Gurley staying down. Let's hope he's all right. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Oh, my goodness. That'd be terrible for him to be injured this early. They'll probably throw in Henderson or something. If he's really, really hurt.
47's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Alright, I'm kicking
The
it too early in the game.
four-time
Try
All-Pro
to go
Johnny
for it.
Hecker is on to punt for L.A. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. No score after one on EA Sports. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn.
Hopefully it gives some information on Gurley. I could go through the medical thing, but it's a lot of crap getting through all that.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Push him back.
Brees now to throw. It's Hill, complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
I think they'll probably score on this drive.
Brees a quick throw out to Thomas.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will get it at the 20. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out. And now to have that
opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. He's still fighting forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Pretty good.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle.
Call timeout. Super sim. Exit game. Depth chart. Challenge play. Medical center. Entering injury report screen. 11 rows, 4 columns. Left filter Rams. Right filter all. Player name T. Player name J. Lawler. Player name T. Gurley II. Position HG. Injury type dislocated shoulder.
Oh, that's terrible. Dislocated shoulder. Dang.
Injury length out for game.
Alright, so we lost Gurley. So he's out for the game. Damn. That's terrible. Alright, so Gurley's out for the game.
Player name T. Gurley II. Player name J. Lawler. Position lobe. Injury type fractured elbow. Injury length placed on her. Player name J. Lawler. Player name M. Kaiser. Position MLG. Injury type torn pectoral. Injury length placed on her. Injury position. Player name M. Kaiser. Player name A. Neri. Position C. Injury type broken ankle.
Damn. Broken ankle for this
Injury
guy.
length placed on her. In position C. Player name A. Neri.
Alright, so we got a few guys that are out with some pretty serious stuff. So they ER is injury reserve, but he ain't playing with no broken ankle. And Gurley ain't playing with no dislocated shoulder either. So that's why he's out for the game. But the other guys, they're on injured reserve, which means they could technically play if a lot of people get injured. Alright, so there's information on the injuries.
Coaching screen,
and I think some of those injuries came from last game. Because there was a few injuries last game. I didn't check the medical center though. So
both sides want to be that.
Right.
In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. This is Brown on the draw play. Shrugs off another.
Yes, sir.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I'm coming.
All right, 30 now.
Draw play for Brown. And shedding his way forward. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
See if we can get 1.
On 2nd down now. It's Brown.
Yep.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
That's good. Knocking on the door.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Still going.
Yep.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Malcolm Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Oh, that's a good play.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Yeah, good.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs,
and they got out of bounds,
a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Heck yeah. Nickel pass.
Shotgun now for Breeze. The open man is Smith.
Damn. Open.
So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
We're trying to stop that.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Again, it's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Austin Carr, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
All right, tied up.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen.
Entering coach challenge play. Exit game. Super Sim. Call timeout. Super Sim. Call timeout.
It won't let me call timeout.
Seeing if something pops. And if it does, then it can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points.
Oh, yeah.
And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the
smash.
clock out and go to the locker room.
Automatic 1st down.
I'll take that 1st down.
Entering pause screen. Resume.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped.
Entering. Call timeout.
Near the 35 at the 34. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. This is Brown. And he's able to...
Entering pause screen. Resume.
Damn.
Call timeout.
Get it down to the 25-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before break here. Goff. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down.
Damn, I missed it.
And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Lamar Jackson, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Oakland. And that one's at halftime with the visiting Chiefs out on top. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. James Conner, a touchdown run in the victory. Meanwhile, in our game, each team able to manage just 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 is our score. And for the call of the second half, we send it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
Someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
That was a good return. Got it all the way across to the other side of the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
I think I'm going to score, and then I'll start bleeding the clock.
3 buns.
This is Brown on the carry. Stays on his feet. Still on his feet. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown.
Yep.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Malcolm Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have taken the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
That was a really good return, though. Man, that was a good return. That made it super easy.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Samson Abukum. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
To throw, it's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like that, too.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 20. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He's been a good game manager. They're winning here in the 3rd quarter, but really the ground game is where it's been at for them, hasn't it?
So whatever the game plan was, you just got to focus on continuing to run the football. And really that takes the pressure off of the guy throwing it around. Doesn't have to be the focal point. Hand it off, let him chew up the yardage in big plays, and your team's winning. The only people upset, the fantasy guys who may have started him at quarterback in their leagues.
And we'll see if they continue with a recipe of the ground game.
Check, 47. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, check Mike 47.
Oh, bleeding the clock a little bit.
Stop your whining.
Now a carry for Brown. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Man left, man left. Hey. 4 down.
On 2nd down now. It's Brown.
Yep.
Fights free yet again.
Yep.
And some room to roam now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
True.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
They'll run on 1st down. Brown He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
That's good. Kept the ball away from him for a good chunk of that.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Brown.
Yep.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Uncontested. I didn't even have to hit nobody to get in there.
Run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
All right.
The drive summary that time,
good
5
position,
plays.
but
it
it
was
ain't over
polished
yet.
off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line.
And then take as much time off the clock as I can. And then we get out of here with a win.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Oh, another good kick.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
All right.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
See? Told you. Then start throwing it.
So correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. The throw from Brees into the hands of Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there.
Right, that's
Bend
right.
but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance.
Now Brees wants the football.
Oh.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike, ready? 95-56, 95-56. What's the ball?
On 2nd and 9, Brees.
Dang.
And that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup.
What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Breeze now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. After the sack on 1st down, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Breeze. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Breeze going to go on 4th down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On 1st down, Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Don't bleed the clock out. If they got that laugh.
A run here with Brown.
Oh, that's right. They called timeout.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run now with Brown. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
They got no more timeouts.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee.
Wrap.
Mike 20.
Mike 47.
Check pass. Check pass.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47.
Here we go. Here we go.
Do it one more time.
Goff with a kneel down here, and that should put a conclusion to this one.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end. and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now.
Yep.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Oh, it don't matter.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for L.A., it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for New Orleans,
post-game report
they'll
players'
fall
stats.
to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
The Browns.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Finish game.
Hopefully we can get Gurley back. I don't really pass much. I always like running because I can feel, when people are around, gives me a little bit more control. With throwing, as a person who's blind, it's kind of difficult to tell who's open. And then also it's easier to throw interceptions. So that's why I don't really throw. And Goff is not that great of a quarterback. So that's another reason.
Entering player upgrades screen, you have 3 options. Dante Fowler Jr. is selected.
Oh yeah.
Malcolm
definitely.
Brown. Joseph Notaboom.
So Fowler is on defense.
Malcolm Brown
is the running back that I was using. So I'm gonna upgrade him.
View in-depth chart. Goals.
Sorry, his goals.
Entering my goals screen. 1,250 season rushing yards XP reward, 1,263 a legacy score reward, 150.
Alright.
Entering XP feedback screen, you have 3 options. Malcolm Brown is selected.
So this is just showing
Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
Experience and all that kind of crap.
View message, view weekly award, view message, upgrade players. Entering player upgrades screen, you have 2 options. Blake Bortles is selected. Mike Thomas. Blake Bortles. Improviser. Scrambler. Improviser. Field General. Strong Arm. Field General. Improviser. Scrambler.
I'll probably never use him, but that's what it is. They'll upgrade him.
Slot. Deep threat. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. View message, upgrade players. Entering player upgrades screen, Mike Thomas is selected. Slot. Deep threat. Slot. Physical. Route runner. Physical. Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do. View message. X Fact. Play season game is selected. Advance week.
Alright.
Play. View weekly awards.
Oh, that's whack. The weekly awards are. It's not accessible.
Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do.
Alright.
View message. X.
So there you
View
go.
weekly awards. View message.
week
X
2.
Factor Delaware is selected. Play season game is selected. View message. X Factor. Play. Advance week. Things to do. You have 2 options. Next week is selected.
So advance to the next week.
Upgrade players. View message. Frustrated. Entering. Warning pop-up. Are you sure you want to quit franchise mode? No. Yes.
Alright, so that's in a week 2. As always,
Entering main menu screen.
if you
Subscribe
haven't.
now.
Like the videos. If you like the content, go ahead and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I throw up new videos. And be back next week playing the Browns. Catch y'all on the flip side.
Tab, 5 of 8. Communication tab, 6 of 8. Chat, button, 1 of 4. Capture and share tab, 7 of 8. Start recording, capture screenshot, button, 3 of 7. Broadcasting, live on Mixer, button, 4 of 7. Overlay 1, overlay 1. Start broadcasting window, pause microphone, toggle switch, on, pause broadcast, button, stop broadcast.